Hey folks, welcome back to Star Wars Galaxy Heroes Day by Day. I believe this is day 229, and the reason I believe 429, sorry. And the reason I believe I can say that is because I finally finished going through all of my previous videos and getting them uploaded, rendered and uploaded. And so, I have videos, like today is only the 8th, but I have videos out for about another 10 days. And today I believe the video on the 29th should go on the 18th. Today's the 8th. It should go on the 18th or the 19th. So just should know we have like 10 days of backlog. So I'm about 10 days behind on everything. So when you hear me talking about stuff, just realize whatever I'm talking about was relevant about a week and a half ago. Speaking of, we got the raid 6 days ago, less than a week ago. And I saw Arnold talking about how it's fun. And then Sanjita came up with a video. It's fun, but it's absolutely inaccessible for people in early or mid game guilds. And being is that I've only been playing less than a year. Even though I do have a Hyperlight account that's almost 6 million GP, I still qualify as early game, in my opinion, because I don't have a GL. I barely have teams because if you hyperlighted, you bought teams that you don't have any Zetas or any Omicrons to finish them. So they're just teams that are geared, but they really can't do anything. They really can't beat anything around the same footing. And to that end, I can say that I went and tried the raid on my account the other night, I believe on the Hyperlight, and I was doing the thing with because my JMY is still under geared. And so I took my tier 5, my Relic 5 Barrows with I think, bare bones, Barris, Master Qui-Gon, Barris, Qui-Gon, not Master Qui-Gon, but regular Qui-Gon, Poe, and Kit Fisto with Grandmaster Yoda, and I tried to go in, and I was like, just getting rolled, and the Jedi are Relic 5, and then Yoda is whatever, gear 12 or whatever, and I was getting rolled on, I'd go down to the lowest setting, and I think we did 200,000 on the lowest setting, barely, and we were getting smoked there just because, when you don't have Zetas and when you don't have mods and when you don't have Omegas, and when you don't have gear like on Yoda, it's a challenge. It's a challenge, and that was my thing about when they put out the post about who's going to be allowed in the gear, and then we get the announcement that the raid was coming 2 weeks later. It's extremely inaccessible for a lot of people. I mean, because if a lot of people have Grandmaster Yoda, but what are the odds? There's a possibility that you're doing Qui-Gon, but what is the possibility that the other 4 Jedi, the other 3 Jedi or the other 4 Jedi you're going after are they Luminara? Are they Poe? Are they Kit Fisto? On my new free-to-play account that just hit 85 not too long ago, I have a Jedi team, and it's Bastila, Mace, who's in the raid, okay, Sky Guy, Snips, in Qui-Gon. So I have two raided characters there. And so if I get Yoda, I can get him. Then I got to gear him, And but then I still have to go back. Then I still have to get Luminar and Kid Festo to even try to make that team work. Not that I can with Mace. And then how much time and how much investment do I have to put into those characters to make them usable? Well, with the indoor raid, there was a high probability that you were using Dark Trooper, Piat, Veers, Colonel Stark, Moff Gideon, Ivan Versio, the Ewoks maybe, Lando, because you had to have him geared up for whatever, Admiral Akbar, Hera, Wedge and Biggs, and then Jedi Knight Luke. And there's a high probability that you had a lot of those characters geared. But I mean, for this raid, you might have the droids, but is that team going to be any good? Like, at all? The droid team with, just your Star Droid team, or the Newt on the team, or Darth Maul and Sidious. I mean, really, you almost have to have the Gungans. Really, you almost have to have Padme, Master Qui-Gon, and Padawan Obi-Wan. And it's just a highly, highly in-game raid, and it's not helpful at all. It's not helpful at all. But hopefully they'll fix it. Hopefully by the time you're seeing this, they will have already fixed it. Hopefully what you were talking about is akin to me just saying, okay, bro, they fixed that like a week and a half ago. They fixed that like 4 days ago or something, And it's just, if they would have fixed it, it wouldn't be a big deal. But the fact that they have means it is. Oh my gosh. I don't like having to use these crystals to buy Anakin, but when I don't get Anakin shards, and I can get 8 crystals just by buying them for like whatever amount of piddly money that was, I think I need to do it. But I'm desperately trying to finish these guys, get them done. By the way, I wanted to let you know what I talked about last night with working on characters that I already had purchased. That being the Shadows of the Empire team. I want to show you what we did today. I want to show you what I did earlier. These are not raid characters that are, might be for the old raid, but what we did is we put Zetas on. I think we're going to hit Zeta on Kanan, but we put Zeta on Hera. And we modded Hera to, they might not be the best mods, but they're pilot mods. We took her all the way into Gear 6 pilot mod. She's got everything done except for the Omicron territory wars. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. And then with Kanan, we finished all of his stuff up. He doesn't have pilot mods. That's because we ran out of stuff. And he has low mods because we're out of money. We're out of money. Totally ran out of money, but I'm happy. I'm totally. It's like I made that decision. I was like, oh, we got Hera here. We can get if we can get a working Phoenix team, that'd be pretty good. And so that's what we're doing. Next target for that, there's everybody. Don't know who it's going to be, but we just got a lot of characters down here that we need to work on. And so that's what we're going to do. That's the short-term goal, is to get these characters done. Get them done, get them usable, to where they're just not sitting there with no Zetas. So if they do, Like was it Arnold? Yeah, Arnold was like speculating that maybe they would put the raids on rotation. I think that's a brilliant idea. The problem is, after what they did to Sorcerer Arena, this game is stabilized, and I'm just afraid they're going to go too far in a bad direction, and that's going to turn off a lot of the community, and people are going to start leaving, and they're going to start hyper monetizing this game, like they tried to do in Sorcerer Arena, because that road ahead we got with the 49 characters that we got new, it was incredible. Talk about Night Trooper, talk about Death Trooper Peridia, talk about Captain Enoch, talk about Morgan Elsbeth, talk about Balin Skull, talk about just all of these characters. That's like, that's a lot. That's a lot. And if they're going to give us Ahsoka in 4 or 5 months, because it's July, if they get out, it's, based upon Marquise's, it's probably going to be, it's probably going to be the end of the month before we get Zed Trooper, and then Captain Enoch became middle of, and we don't know, because we have that whole graphic, and there's only 2 more reds on there that they haven't revealed, and people believe that that's got to be Maul and maybe the other trooper. So Captain Enoch may not be somebody may not be in the team, but yeah, I mean, we're trying to finish up. I feel like I put some gear somewhere, and so we lost a lot of this, because I almost had this done, and I think I put a Zeta on somebody, and when I did that, I used up whatever mats we had built up here, and so now we're kind of waiting. Now we're kind of having to go back and reacquire said mats so that we can finish up Palpy, which finishing Palpy is going to be like getting Palpy in the relics, and then it's like I keep saying, at some point we're just going to have to buckle down and just totally just farm the Kairos, because I feel like a good number to have would be a good number of those data pads to have would be like, I just feel like I should just farm those Kairos for a while and just, let things just come to me, or as however they're going to come, and just really not press, just really not try to, just really try to be present, and just really try to not rush and just grind for the sake of grinding. But I know that can be tedious and boring and all that fun stuff, and need to try to be at least a little bit entertaining. So off on that, been thinking about some stuff, and I want to know your opinion. And the question is, what would it be like to be part of a movement? What's it like to be part of a movement? That's the question. It's fairly open-ended, if not exclusively. But I just want to know, what's it like to be a part of a movement? If you're in one, let me know. If you're not in one, how would you know if you are in one? How would you differentiate that? And I know that's kind of heavy for a video on Galaxy of Heroes, but just something I've been rolling around in my head and kind of, look at this. We're not getting any flipping Kairos. Got one, 63. Give me Cairo farming for a couple days at least. Probably longer, actually. Probably longer. What do we got over here? I don't know. Okay. Need this. Come on. Saving up money so we can get more Kairos. So we can get better mods. Sorry, I just realized I was really thirsty and I needed to take a drink. But back to the raid. It's not a fun topic. It's not a fun because we want to hope. We want to hope, and we want to say, hey, EA's going to see this and they're obviously going to take action. Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I kind of feel like, this is the problem with that. I feel like when you have a game that is as corporatized as EA is in my experience anyway, they don't really care. As long as you're playing the game and as long as you're spending, or the people that are spending continue to spend, that's all they care about. And I'm seriously not trying to say that it's a done deal, but if I'm being honest, I'm not going to hold my breath that they're gonna fix this raid. It would be nice. But if you want to be part of the raid right now, you have to spend more money than you're probably comfortable with. Now, I admit, hindsight being 2020, because I don't think anybody anticipated this raid to be this hard. And if based upon previous iterations, I don't know why you would expect it to be that hard. But when I bought the jetpack for the raid, I expected to be able to go in and get whatever reward at least, even though they were Relic 5 and they have low level abilities, I figured I could go in and get reasonable rewards at Relic 3. I don't think that's a difficult trade-off, but as I bring these characters up to fully Relic 5 with the right mods and the right Zetas, if I'm not getting Relic 5 rewards when I get the whole team to Relic 5, that might be a problem. And the problem with that, I know that it's like, well, you spend the money, but you know what that's going to make me do? The next time there's a pack come around, the people are like, oh, this is going to be a great entry point, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Because I got burned on this one, I'm going to think about it longer than EA wants me to before I right now, I'm strongly leaning, I'm not giving EA any more money right now. Now, like I said before, they come out with a CPAC. I will buy that CPAC tomorrow, just so I don't have to get Director Critic. But other than that, I know people have said on previous videos about they need to come out with a Bounty Hunter pack. They've already done that, but they've not actually called it a Bounty Hunter pack. They've come out with a de facto Bounty Hunter pack. They came out with a de facto Millennium Falcon pack. They came out with a Shadows of the Empire just to let you step into Thrawn and Palpatine. But I don't know. I think the next, if they don't come up with the next packs, if they're not Revan related, that could be a problem. A problem. Because let's think about this. Let's see. We're talking about the raid again. Let's say they come out with the Crate Dragon raid again. After this Naboo raid is done. Why aren't we doing it right? I don't know why we're not doing anything, by the way. It's at least a little concerning for me. But I don't know why we're not doing raid. I don't know. What's the number of raids now? I just a coughing fit just came on. Apologies for that. If they did the Crate Dragon right now, based upon all of the new players that have started playing this game lately, who would be ready for the Crate Dragon? And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that the Crate Dragon raid were Mandalorians, the Old Republic, the Jawas, Tusken Raiders, and Hutt Cartel, I think. It's like how many people that have started playing. I was playing when the Crate Dragon raid. I had started playing with the Crate Dragon raid, but I never did it. Why? Because I was always in the guild that was doing heroic Sith the whole time. And now, if it came back, I would not be able to do the Crate Dragon. Why? Because On this account, we don't have any Old Republic, Jawas, Tuscans, Mandalorians, or Hut Cartel. So I'd be pretty messed on that. And I wonder how many people are also in that same boat, where if they relaunched the Hut Cartel, if they relaunched the Crate Raid, how many people would actually be able to participate in it? I'm guessing the answer is not many. All right, that's it for me today. Thanks so much for watching. As always, God bless. Continue to hold the line. It's important that you do so we don't get run over. I think maybe we'll do GC in the morning. And, well, never want to say for sure, but probably in the morning. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate the time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.